of things. So we'll just have to see on the other side. Look, my great grandmother said, let's just get through today, and then we'll see what happens. Make the plans, prepare for it, but let's just get through today. And we haven't. I think with baseball starting next week, I think right now the first sigh of relief will be heard if they can just get through day one with nothing going wrong. And then in a week, do we get through the first week without anything going wrong? And then once they start traveling more and, you're on your second road trip, can we get through that? Johanna, there's so much that's going on. California is thinking about closing down again, shutting everything down. If they shut everything down, we have to think about this from a practical perspective before we even get into sports. If restaurants are shut down, does that mean when teams come to town, are the hotel restaurants going to be open? Because if things are shut down, people aren't traveling. Hell, I have a reservation to go to San Diego at the end of the month. If they close California down, no restaurants, no beaches, no nothing, no one's going to be staying at a hotel. What are hotels going to do? They're going to let staff, they're going to lay them off, let them go do whatever. If they do that, are players going to be deemed, are baseball players going to be deemed essential workers where they come in and they're shuttled directly from the plane to the hotel that they're going to stay at, to the games, back to the hotel, and then out of the state? And are the people that drive those charter buses, are they going to be deemed essential employees? We're as a whole, I think we're also ready for sports. There's so much going on that could impact this whole house of cards. Like what's going to happen in the state? Arizona is flattening. We don't have restrictions. There are states that have restrictions against us. Baseball players, are they essential? I mean,
right.
If you tell, so we're all living in a house of cards right now. No one knows.
We're living in a world of unknown.
Exactly.
Totally.
So we'll see. That's why I said I think everything else comes after sigh relief. We got through this. Sigh relief. We got through that. Sigh relief. Next hurdle made. And then we could all the hurdles could be great. Game 45, there could be an outbreak in Texas or an outbreak in Nevada or an outbreak in California again. We're going to shut everything down. We're only going to let planes come in if it's essential they're bringing in essential people. Well, then what? So everything now is a house of cards.
Yeah, and exactly what you're saying, going the day by day and just, okay, let's just get there today. Let's just, do what we have to do and then think about tomorrow when we get there. And that's one of the things that I like about Torrey, and that's one of the things that he says day by day. You won't see him change that. He's like, I'm just thinking about today, trying to get through today, and he says it in almost every interview because he doesn't want to look ahead when he has to worry about now and what's in front of him, in front of the team. For those players being affected now, if they're affected, or whatever happens for that day. And this is not only now. He said it, through, last season too. Focusing on the now, and it's the most. And that's one of the things that I like about him is like he focuses on that moment, on what's happening now, so that way, we focus on what's occurring now, what's happening, so that way we can, whatever is occurring, we can then address it to, for tomorrow, or if it's going to be long term, address it for the future, and we will cross that hurdle then, and not get ahead of themselves. Not only for the team, but for the players.
Agreed.
Living in a world of unknown everywhere, not only in sports, but even day to day. So we will just continue to monitor and see what happens. And hopefully, we can just only hope for the best.
That's all we can always do.
The one who had been hoping for the best on her end is Elena Del Don, who plays for Washington, WNBA team. She had put in for a request to be exempt from playing this season, and it was denied. She has Lyme disease. She takes 64 pills a day and practically risking her life, so to speak. She has a compromised immune system. So, this is the first we've seen in any type of, in this type of situation happening in any of the leagues. So, would it happen in MLB? Would it happen, just any other league? Would it be handled any differently? Would we be seeing anything to this nature? Like, she wrote an open letter, came out on Players Tribune, just what her battle, what she, goes through, and just, expressing herself, her thoughts on this. So, what are your thoughts on this?
That's a tough one for me. I mean, I can 100% understand her situation. From what I'm hearing, the WNBA is gonna go ahead and pay her out. But I'm gonna follow the Sophie Cunningham on that one. I don't know enough about it to want it to really chime in about it. I mean, I understand her situation. What I don't understand, though, is the way the contract is written, because I'm sure it's something that they knew about her health situation. So I don't know how it's written to really get in there and say they're wrong or they're right. From outside looking in, you always, not you or you, everyone out there listening in general, but generally I side with the player. But I don't know enough of the back end to really be honest and say, wow, the team is being evil for what they're doing. Wow, the player should not expect to be paid or to get excused, or vice versa. From what I'm hearing, from what I've heard other people say and what I read, I think she should be exempt. She should be exempt, but I honestly I don't know on that one.
Yeah, this is a tough one, because at least we've in other leagues we've heard okay, you have a compromised immune system, you're become exposed, things like that. It'll take effect on your a toll on your health, whatnot. There would be paid for it. They would be compensated for it. Let's say we know how there's other athletes out there that have opted out, and they are aware that they would not be paid if they, out of their own willingness, decided to not play, not participate in the season. But her, this is one of the things she wrote in that is, I don't have NBA player money. I don't have the desire to go to war with the league on this. I can't appeal. So that's where it's on, where she's coming from. She has a disease. She's, it's compromised her immune system. And she's risking her life, and she can't sit out a season. Her request was denied. It's a really tough situation.
Yeah, I feel for it, and I hope they really get come to a good conclusion with that.
So, and I hope with what you just shared, that is the case, and that she does end up being compensated, being paid for, that they do sit her out, they reconsider and is, paid for the season for whatever it is in her contract.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll hear more. We'll find out more for sure. But there's a lot happening with this, and it's affecting not only athletes, not only the teams, franchises. It's affecting everybody around.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
So that makes it off for what I have today, even though there's a lot more I would like to say and want to say, but we only have so much time. But there'll be more coming on next week. We have Aline Carrasco coming in on our video series on Monday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're bringing you a lot of good stuff, and Paul also will be bringing out of good stuff and great points. Where can our listeners, our viewers, our fans, where can they find you?
PLR on Sports on the Twitter. You can catch me on the Cave Show every day at 1 o'clock. You go to thesportscave.com, Cave with a K, click that Listen Live button, 1 o'clock. Catch me every single day at 1 o'clock, except the weekend. I'm off.
You have an off day?
Yeah, I'm off. Well, I'm off from radio. I'm still on, but I'm off.
And make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, any social media. We're there, Facebook. Look us up, Inside Sports Network. Instagram is Inside Sports Net. Twitter, Inside Sports with an extra S at the end. You can find me at Instagram and Twitter at Johanna-Rosalye, JROSALYE. Look out for our IGTV on Instagram. A lot of great content out there. So much happening, so much going on. Also, don't forget to check out our website at InsideSports.net and download our podcast from wherever it is that you listen to podcasts as well. Other than that, I don't have anything more. Anything more you want to add, PLR?
Have a good weekend. Be safe. Make sure you keep running from that devil known as COVID-19.
Yes. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay healthy. Everyone, have a good weekend. We will talk to you next week.